Many of you have been following us. We've been mentoring you, we've been encouraging you. But I just want to share, all right? We are shutting down, end of this month, we are shutting down our fifth branch out of 11, like I told you guys. And we're going to share it. It's not just telling you guys the good part. Oh, so that in case you're going through a struggle there, you understand that there are other people going through. I didn't need to share that with you or to demobilize you. But we learn from it as well, okay? One thing with business, laundry business, like every other business, please kindly remember your first thing is to make profits. Okay? You can't help others if you are drowning. Remember that. And you have to know how to swim for you to even help someone else that is drowning. Okay? Now, we started this business about 15 years ago. And for the first 4 years, I just want to give a preamble. We're just doing pickup. We didn't have an outlet. That was our dream. Because the name Laundry Direct signifies directly picking from your house. But after a while, after 4 years, we just found out we're going in circles. We couldn't grow. But what were the challenges we were having in pickup? Pickup was reliable, but sometimes you get there, the customers are not home. They'll say, drop the clothes, come and collect the money later. Coordination, car breaks down the road. So we found out we couldn't depend on it 100%. So what do? We now opened our first branch. It did well. And we have indices. You can go to some of our old movie videos and find out how the indices will look at before setting up a shop. So that's how we grew to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 11. And we kept doing it. But like I said, country happens. And the indices have been warning us long time coming. But we didn't see it. And when it came, it's been hitting us for the past 11 months. Forget what we're telling you. It's been challenging. So we are trying to stabilize the ship. And you must stabilize the ship to go back to grow. This is not when you have to start spending next. So it's like a train whose brake has failed. So what do? You stabilize it. When they bring a patient into a hospital. So our business right now is like a patient. We are going through challenges. The NEPA bill is high. Local governments are coming. It's like everybody is conspiring at the same time against you. All our outlets, before cumulative, our rent used to be about 11 million. Now we are doing almost 20 something million in rent. So, and the business, the sales are not as it used to be. People are cutting down costs. Economy is hitting them. Some have left the country. Some of our old customers. So we're looking at them. But I just want to share some things that cost it. Okay. We'll take the blame as the leader. I'll take the blame first. I'm not even blaming anybody. But the first thing that affected is the economy. Okay, but I'm not making an excuse. The economy is tightened up now. Foreign exchange, people can afford. Those that used to wash 50 clothes with us a month, some of them now do 15. Those that do 15 are doing two. Those that are doing two are not doing again. They are looking for a cheaper person to do. Okay, and then we don't want to rush. So it's either you sink or you die. Either you survive or you die. I will prove. Second one, that we didn't implement certain kind of technologies that would have helped us monitor our indices of growth. So it's now we are shrinking, and we've decided that we're going to put that. Okay, we're going to put in some certain apps, certain softwares, and things that will help us catch up fraud in the office, CCTV, certain equipment that will give us a better quality of job. Those are on the part of technology. Then overstaffing. Okay, we were overstaffed at the time. We were doing almost 40 staff. We didn't need that. Right now, we've trimmed down to, I think, about 19. At the time, we ran about 33 staff for long, one staff in all the outlets, then about three to rotate in case somebody is sick. Quality control, we had four. What about 8 pressers? What about 7 washers? And about 3 drivers, okay? Because sometimes if a driver is sick, we do a lot of pickup. So we were overstaffed and we're stretching. Another one is we didn't save. We didn't know the time like this would come. We thought it was going to be a party all year round. So we didn't keep money for emergency. So we are having a lot of challenge. NEPA is doing us like 1.2 million. So in all this, we ask ourselves, what can we do better? So what the first thing we do, we pruned. Like when you're pruning, we are pruning the rough edges. And what is the first thing we did? We took a break, stepped on brakes, and said, okay, what's going on with staffing? We looked at the weak people, which we shouldn't have done. We were too emotional in keeping some people in the business. They had no business still being there. They were not there. And as true to have it, when they left, they said, thank you. When are you going to pay me? They didn't care. So we've looked at the people, we analyzed each of them, and we've let some staff go respectfully, paid them what they have, what we owe them, and they moved on. Okay? So we've kept what they call the critical staff, people that you really need. Okay? Then we are compulsively putting away certain amount to be going into the business unfailingly. We did that when we started, but after a while, we were not doing that. That's part of what we're doing. Then we prune down all the outlets. We are going to rejig all the outlets, repaint it, put well uniform staff there, lighten it up, make it life, breathe life into it. Because, like I keep saying, if you're not growing, you're dying. So we didn't know that we've been dying for the past 5 years. We assumed we've gotten to a certain place. We didn't believe that we could go down. And I say this all humility that we're arrogant to customers. Some customers will call us to complain, and we're like, these guys are complaining too much, they're overdoing. What was all this? So we're reaching down, we're retraining ourselves, we are retraining our staff on how to appreciate and value customers. We are retraining our pressers. We are retraining our quality control. We are retraining we're having weekly meetings. Like we died. A plant that died and is regrowing. So these are the first thing. Then, as per the commercial part, we're going to, like someone said, we're going to run an online campaign that we're back and better. We're going to print flyers every Saturday. We'll rotate among the 5 branches that are remaining and do a shout out, make some noise, tell them that we're still alive. Rejig the branches, do flyers, signboards, get beautiful signboards in all the branches, well branded shirts for our staff, and all that. Then we'll see where we go. Then consistently follow up on customers. We used to do that in the early days, but we felt we become big that we couldn't be doing that. And we're seeing our customers filter away. Now, 2 things that has happened. Either if they didn't leave the country, they've gone to another person. That is it. Either a washerman or under dry cleaner. So you ask yourself the truth, what do we do to win them back? So that's what we're doing. Then we're going to gradually grow. We're not in a hurry anymore to grow exponentially. I don't think we're going to have any outlets this year. So maybe for next year again, we'll pick up one. And we were not just going to set up an outlet. That's what I keep telling many of you there. We are going to go to locations that are worth going to. All right? We'll analyze it well. Some of the branches will close, about 2, though. We don't blame. We didn't do enough research. Those people couldn't afford our services. They didn't need us. And it wasn't. No. There are indices that you look for to have a branch. Okay? Then the final one, I'll take the blame. We were diversifying the money. And that's what happens to businesses. You make money from here. You ask yourself, if a place is giving you 1,000 naira, ask yourself, how can I double it to 2,000 naira? Don't take the 1,000 naira and go and set up another thing. That means you are tending to 2 things. So I'll be honest, I would take 100% responsibility for that. Where we took our eyes off it and I took it to do other thing, the money that was coming in. And before you knew it, you got there. It's like you're taking money from a place, taking money from a place, taking money. There's always money. And someday you put your hand there, there's no money. You put hand again and you think someone has stolen your money. Actually, you took it. So that's what happened. So these are I just felt we should share. Pay close attention to your numbers. We took our eyes away from our numbers and everything. Pay close attention to your numbers. If a place is not doing well, give it time. If it doesn't do well, you cut it out and focus and grow the one that is doing well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our story. I just felt that you share with most of you that look up to us, that we mentor, that businesses can have challenges. It's not the end of life. What do? You re-strategize on how to grow. So have a beautiful day. Bye.